Thank you for attending the FDA Warning Letter presentation as presented by Compliance Insight. This is a PowerPoint presentation regarding FDA warning letters and a compliance officer's guide to surviving the storm. If you have any questions with this, need any help, certainly give us a call, 513-860-3512, or you can certainly shoot us an email. Visit our website, www.compliance-insight.com. What is an FDA warning letter? The United States FDA defines a warning letter as, in quotes, a correspondence that notifies a regulated industry about violations that the FDA has documented during its inspections or investigations. Typically, a warning letter notifies a responsible individual or firm that the agency considers one or more products, practices, processes, or other activities to be in violation of the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, FD&C Act. It's implementing regulations and other federal statutes. Warning letters should only be used for violations of regulatory significance, i.e., those that may actually lead to an enforcement action if the documented violations are not promptly and adequately corrected. A warning letter is one of the agency's principal means of achieving prompt, voluntary compliance with the Act. Why you're receiving an FDA warning letter? When you receive a letter like that, first indication is that you're shocked. Wow. What caused this? This letter documents a violation of law or regulation. It establishes that a firm or a person has been notified of that violation, and your response to the 483 may have been deficient, may be a reason why you've received that letter. It's designed to promote voluntary compliance. They want you to voluntarily fix your situation. The FDA is not there to work for you, to make you go along that path. They want you to do that voluntarily. And it is certainly a stepping stone for further regulatory action, not limited to a consent decree, injunction, seizures. All those types of things can be very, very bad things that happen to you after a warning letter. What does this mean for you and your firm? You've received a warning letter. It's considered to be prior notice. You're put on notice that you're in violation. You have to respond within 15 working days. Get that response back to them as quickly as you can, but do it effectively. FDA will initiate necessary action if no response is received. And I can tell you the necessary action is not very good. Time is very critical when you receive a warning letter. You have to organize things. You have to understand what the situation is. You have to resolve the problems, and then you have to write it up and respond to the FDA. Before we begin on the response, let me say a few words about the assessment of the situation. You have to look at what is going on in your firm, how things got this far out of control, what caused it, how did this come about. Really get an understanding of where you are and how you got there. Two approaches to the assessment. There's going to be a focused assessment based specifically on items from the warning letter. And there's going to be an overall systemic assessment, looking beyond the specific items that were indicated in the warning letter, other areas, other products. You're going to try to look at what is happening with your company and how it got out of control. Writing the response. There are some basic rules that can be established regarding writing a response letter. Some or all of these rules may apply depending on your particular situation. There's nothing that is like a cookie cutter approach to it. If you have a real need for help with these types of items, give us a call, shoot us an email, and let us know. We will try to help you out. Writing the response. Number 1, someone in a high level in a quality group, internal or external, should write the response. They should be there. They should be dedicated to this. This is not a part-time job. They are going to be focused solely on getting the warning letter resolved. This does not mean they come in the morning and handle all the other responsibilities that they have. This means that they are there working solely focused on that warning letter response. You have to get that resolved. They have to be capable of writing in such a manner that the FDA can understand it. You want to write in FDA speak. You want to make sure that you cover all your bases. Number 2, personnel copied on the response should definitely include high-level management. This is going to indicate to the FDA that management is clearly aware of the seriousness of the situation, that they are aware of the commitments being made. Number 3, include a cover letter or an opening statement. Tell the agency you're serious about resolving these issues. I typically say seek counsel with them. Here is everything we're doing. We understand we messed up, and we want to respond to you effectively, and we'd like to have counsel with you just to go over this and confirm that yes, we indeed did correct this. Number 4, always remember that you're writing the response to the auditor's management. Do not ever assume that the person reading your response is going to understand what it is you're trying to say. Do not allude to things that are specific inside your company and thinking that the agency is going to follow that. Do not tell them things that are unclear. Write it as if you're writing it to a person who has never been in your plant. In essence, you are. Restate the observation and any reference number in the response. If it's observation number 1 in the warning letter or point number 1, put it in there and just indicate what it is, that the FDA can clearly go back and reference what it is you're talking about. If possible, indicate the related compliant systems. Show that yes, this was out, but hopefully something else was indeed working. Again, you're trying to accentuate the positive with this. And once you get to a warning letter status, anything you can do to show that you're in control only helps you out in the long run. Number 7, if the action item is going to take some time to implement, tell them what you're going to do to be compliant with the GMPs. Do not sit there and say we're going to take so many months to get it fixed and we're just going to operate out of compliance until that point in time. That is probably one of the reasons why you may have gotten a warning letter. If you wrote in a 483 response, something like that, they will probably send it back saying, no, this is inadequate. Number 8, if corrective actions have already been taken to fix this while you're sitting there writing the response to the warning letter, tell them everything you can about what you did. Show the dates, show the training, indicate everything you can. Copies of purchase orders, training files, whatever you can put in there to show them that you're actively working to resolve the situation. Do that. Put copies of SOPs in there. Highlight what was changed. Tell them why this will fix the problem, what you're doing to solve that issue. Number 9, define how those enhancements will prevent recurrence of the issue. Something went on, you've got to tell them why you're fixing it, how it's going to prevent it from reoccurring. You cannot just rely upon them to understand that, to connect those dots. Number 10, explain what will be done to improve, enhance, expand, streamline, whatever it is, your compliance system. Verify that your compliance group in your company fully understands the seriousness of this issue. Where did the ball get dropped? How did this come about? And it may or may not be in the quality group. It may not be in the compliance group. It could have been just a bad response. It could have been an ineffective response. It could have been serious issues going on, however, that prompted a 483 or maybe just write to warning letter. Whatever it is, Tell them how you're going to improve yourself in the future. Number 11, train everybody on everything. I always advocate train people on the warning letter. We got a warning letter that said this. This is why. Make sure everyone is aware of it. For one, everyone's going to be scared to death that the company got a warning letter from the government. Does this mean I'm going to lose my job? Does this mean I'm going to get fired? Does this mean I did something wrong? Tell them, yeah, there are real serious issues going on here, but we're working on it. We need your help to fix this, to make this right. Train people on any corrective actions that you've done. Whatever it is, make sure training is involved in it. Number 12, describe how your firm's going to monitor progress. Tell the FDA you will give them updates on the effectiveness checks. If warranted, certainly. If not, then so be it. But make sure you tell them how you are going to know that you're effective in your response and how that really did indeed correct the problem. Number 13, it may be helpful to explain that despite those issues that were noted, you got a 483, you got a warning letter, here it is, it's really bad, but we haven't had an issue. I don't want to diminish the fact that you got a warning letter, but I want them to understand you haven't found an issue with it. You're looking into this. You're trying to see if indeed this has been a real problem out there. 14, revise, revise, and revise. Make sure that you have someone looking at this thing very closely. I firmly advocate sending it to legal counsel. I firmly advocate sending it to people outside your company to look at it. And yes, I am talking about sending it to a consultant. Get them under a CDA, a confidentiality agreement. Send it to them. Ask them to take half a day to review it, give you any feedback on it. It is money well spent. Because I can tell you, if you inadequately respond to a warning letter, you're going to be up the creek. This is a really bad situation you're in. You need to fix this, fix it now. The format of the response, and I can tell you, you're going to look at this on the screen here on the PowerPoint presentation. If you'd like to see this, like to have maybe a copy of this, go to our website, look at that. Again, it's compliance-insight.com. Give us an email, give us a call. We can certainly try to get this over to you and help you out with this. Your situation is dire and we're here to try to help. Give us a call. When initially formulating a response, a 4-stage inspection response approach may be helpful to develop the perspective on the format. And I'm going to talk about these here. Number 1, restating the observation or the comment. You put it up top. This is what you gave us the comment on. Number 2, you're going to define the root cause. What is the issue? What happened? Now, this may or may not be applicable with certain warning letters, but make sure that if it is, you define really, truly what is the root cause. Number 3, indicate corrective actions, taken or planned. When are they planned? How is it going to come about? And that's item number 4, developing those due dates. When is this going to take effect? If it's hopefully already taken effect, you can just put down it was completed on a certain date, and then again attach everything you can to it to show that it was done appropriately. Here is an example cover letter. Top level management writes this. We're in receipt of your communication dated blank 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 on blank blank blank. When did we receive it? And here it is. We take your communication very seriously and commit ourselves to address your concerns adequately and expeditiously. We will take all the necessary measures to ensure our customers' well-being and safety. Enclosed, please find an attachment that addresses your concerns on an individual and on a systematic basis. We agree that a sound quality system is the result of effective management commitment. Very clear there. Dedicated employees and sound processes and practices. To that end, we have retained someone to do this. We have a dedicated these people to do it, whatever it is. Here I'm talking about a reputable consulting firm to assess our quality system in greater detail and help ensure that our corrective action plan will address all systemic issues effectively. We have attached a qualification profile for your review. This can go on quite a bit. You want to make it succinct, very clear, very effective. Don't write War and Peace, 50 pages, anything like that. You want to make this very succinct, very clear, and very effective. The response letter from the response team, put the date on top, whatever date it is. U.S. Food and Drug Administration, put the name on there to whom this is going. Regarding warning letter, number, whatever it is, dear Mr. or Mrs., whatever their name is, this letter provides the response from us to the FDA, quote-unquote FDA, warning letter dated X, attach the warning letter, and there's going to be lots of attachments in your response. Relate it to findings from your inspection of this facility on these dates. As the warning letter notes, we responded to the 483, etc., etc. This is really trying to go through and show that, yeah, we're working on it, we understand we made a mistake, and we are here to fix it. Look at that last paragraph. The company takes seriously its responsibilities in providing a quality product to the public. Continues to be the company name objective to operate in accordance with current regulations as stipulated by the U.S. FDA. We value your communication and commit to meeting current GMP requirements. To this end, the company has executed blank critically important actions, blah, 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 whatever it is. This is just a section of a response letter that was written just to give you sort of a flavor for how it was approached. Here is a template for a warning letter observation. And actually, I like this one also for a 483 response. I put it up front. For a warning letter observation. During the inspection, our investigators observed and documented some conditions. An analysis of your blank samples collected during the inspection found significant blank contamination. Response. In conjunction with the conditions noted, the company has initiated the following. ... Implementing and maintenance of a clean and compliant environment has been executed as detailed previously in the response, but includes the following highlights. ... Everything you can include here, include it. Make sure that whatever you include here and you talk about, attach it in the attachments. Highlight it in the attachment what it was that you're talking about here. Pursuant to the situation as outlined, testing, we've initiated a recall, whatever it goes into. Here you see this little spot here, root cause of the situation, and we talk about it. This gets into detail. We're putting it out there saying that we understand the situation. Here is the action plan section as applicable, and then the due date. Down below that, you put whatever the actions going on above there, detail, put them down there and put the due date. If some of them are done, great, put it there. Make the attachment showing what you've done. The other ones, put in a good due date. Beyond the context of those direct observations, you have to think systemically. A systemic response to any audit observations must equate to a systemic resolution to any issues within the firm. This action will require further evaluation than just the actions in a system at a company site. The FDA in particular will require that all company sites implement corrective actions along the same plan of action, site to site, wherever it may be. And again, think about every site that you have. Think about those CMOs, the contract labs, the contract packagers out there. Whoever it is you have out there, you want to confirm with them that they have not implemented actions that you just got a 483 and possibly a warning letter for. Pass this information along, cover yourself. Ultimately, at a CMO, you are responsible for their actions. Failure to do so will result in further regulatory actions, all of which are very bad. Programs need to be established which require any observations and the responses to be circulated for evaluation within a company to determine if other areas are non-compliant. Make sure you do that. Be sure to visit us online or call us. I want to thank you for going through this presentation with me. I always enjoy talking to people and training people. Trying to help people out is a real passion of ours at our company. We take all of this very seriously. If you look at our website, compliance-insight.com, there's a listing of some of our success stories on there. I can tell you we've got a list of references if you really want to talk to anyone. And if we can be of help, contact us. I'm offering with this a free consultation. Give us a call. Shoot us an email. Let us know how we can help you. And we will certainly go to great lengths to try to help you out. That free consultation, make sure you put it in there. We're here to try to help you out to a degree. I'm not dedicating to you that I'm going to resolve all your issues. I'm just going to listen to you on the phone or an email and try to give you as much guidance as I possibly can. Hopefully at that point, if we can help further, you'll utilize us or utilize someone to help you out. Again, thank you for going through this. I appreciate any feedback on this, and good luck. Questions or comments, we're happy to help you. Here's an email. Send it to us. We'll be more than happy to help you out with this. Call us. There's our number. And you can also visit our website. Got a lot of helpful information on there.